Hey, it's Nay. And welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Nay, and welcome to Nay's Little Garden. So, today, we have two little trays. I'm gonna try and attempt some microgreens. So, these are not specifically marketed for gardening. These are actually those trays we get to put food in, and it came with the plastic tops. And I just want to say you can really grow in just about anything, as long as it can hold stuff inside of it, you know? So we're gonna do this together today. In here, I have just some potting soil from the coast of Maine. There might be a little bit of the and my gardener's trifecta plus in here. I just used some of the leftover stuff from when I started my onions. That is gonna be that's a labor of love. I mean, gardening as a whole is a labor of love, to be fair, but the sheer number of onions I would like to start, and hopefully, and if they even sprout, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the what's it called, the tool that makes the squares with just soil. I'm not sure. We're gonna see how they come out. That's not this video though. This video, so I'm gonna be planting in these two trays. I'm gonna get more. The reason why, it's actually a fairly reasonably sturdy material and it's not expensive. I did go ahead and order just the base trays, so like you can have the tray, like the, how can I explain this? So you have this, right, which has the holes at the bottom to actually hold the soil to grow the plants. And then you have, woo, my foot caught that. That was pretty fire. This is, I ordered a pack of 10 of these. So I will be able to grow some more microgreens. My goal, and I'm about to actually record my goals for 2023 growing season. Well, just 2023. Did I say 2023? Oh my gosh, I meant 2025. Please don't pay me any mind. Okay, I have 3 children under the age of 5, so my goals for 2025, excuse me, I'm gonna record a video just talking about some of my goals. This way, December of 2025, I will be able to come back and see what I was able to succeed in doing. One of those goals, the reason I said all that is because one of the goals is to do microgreens. Gardening is one of those hobbies and things that is a labor of love and patience. If you wanted to quickly, I'm talking within 2-ish weeks, start consuming food that you've grown yourself, the only real thing that you can do from seed is have a microgreen. So you would order seeds, get you some soil, and bada boom, bada bang. Bada boom, bada bang. Now, I don't know if you knew this. I didn't know. I don't know why I thought microgreen seeds is different from the regular seeds, but microgreens are just the regular plant, densely planted and harvested well before it's time to actually harvest it, and eaten as almost like baby plants. You know what I'm saying? And they're supposedly like 30 or 40 times more nutritious than the actual full-grown thing. Now, obviously, you need significantly more of them, and you'll never be able to harvest the seeds from it because you're harvesting it so quickly. So in terms of longevity, this is something that I think could just be better whilst growing the actual full-grown plants, and then you can eventually start doing a full circle time of being able to let some stuff go to seed to then harvest. Like eat some crazy stuff too, like even down to your carrots. Like let's say you plant 80 carrots, you consume 60 of those 80 carrots, you leave 20 in the ground to, because I think if I'm correct, carrots are biennial. So the following year is when they will flower, and then those flowers make carrot seeds. You get what I'm saying? Like this is all stuff that it comes with time. Anyway, we're gonna plant those out. So I saw a lot of people planting out mostly just the red beets, and we can do that. But I also want to plant out, I have golden beets here, so I'm gonna save my baby ball Dutch beets because these are smaller beets, so I can plant these in my green stock. But I'm gonna go ahead, Lord, what am I about to do right now? Because the other thing is you need so many of these seeds. So I'm gonna go on with the golden beet. I could have sworn I had regular just red beets outside of these Renee Garden beets. And then my golden Detroit beets. I don't really want to mess around. No. I'm gonna... No, I don't want to play with these. I have the Chioggia beets. I want to grow with these though. So I guess if I need more, I'm gonna plant the Dutch beets. I do feel like the seed apparently of the beet is like, let me see if I can show it to you guys. It's not like a seed. It's like a little piece of a plant with seeds, I think, inside of it. And so sometimes there's more than one seedling in there, if I'm correct. Now, don't be like me. I didn't really plan this until fairly recently. So the smart thing to do, I'm gonna put very, very small little holes. And just... I think you get a better bang for your buck, because the difference between planting to make the plant grow fully and microgreen planting is that you want to densely plant microgreens. And what does that mean? That just means that you need a ton more seeds. Where's my little Scooby thing? I got the, oh, right here. I got this little pack of like a bunch of seeds and stuff. I'm sure you've seen the video. If not, go check it out. I got like a very cool Christmas present where like I got seeds, and it came with like a bunch of different seeds, and it came with these little plastic tools. So okay, let's see. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to. I'm going to put a couple in my hand. Can you see? They're like little not craters, but like, I don't know how else to explain how I explained it already. Anyway, there's supposedly like a compound seed, which just means that there are more than one actual seed in these. So I feel like even with, I'm definitely planting these obnoxiously close. And this is there's just so much to learn in the world. It's just so cool. But right now we're talking about gardening. Apparently, you harvest plants and it be from the same plant family, or even maybe sometimes the same plant, but you harvest them for different, Lord, that was a third of the tray. That wasn't all the seeds, was it? Oh, thank goodness. So when it comes to beets are a root crop. I mean, you most definitely can consume the leaves, even as like a full grown. You can consume the leaves of a lot more plants than I thought you could. But anyway, I said all that to say beets are a root vegetable, and so you're growing it, you typically, for the base of it, like the root that's in the ground. So versus like lettuce, you're growing it for the leaves. For carrots, for the root. Oh, okay. This is making me feel much better because these are such big seeds. I'm not planting them. I'm gonna actually try to show you so you can see where I put the holes, and I'm filling every. Oops, I was doing so good. I'm more than halfway, 2/3 through. There we go. Come here. You go there. Okay. I might not have to mess with any other pack for this. But you see that? This is literally like 50 beets going out right now. Hopefully they all germinate. Now, typically when it's a root plant, if you're growing it for the entirety, like the actual full plant, you want to direct sow these because root disturbance can cause the plant not to properly ball up, which you're harvesting these for the ball, right? The root. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna be able to even see and tell the difference. Like these big little light cream color stuff is the actual seed thing. And I'm just gonna take just a little soil and cover it. I have pre-watered this soil. So I'm gonna let it rock. Now this is growing inside and I'm trying to minimize, and I'm gonna lightly press down because you do want good contact. You don't want air pockets. So I've heard. I've seen so many people online do this. And so I'm hoping it's almost as easy as it seems online. Because you know how some things just seem like hard? Like, nah, that look like it's too much. Like, that look like it takes a lot. And then there's some things where you're like, okay, that seems feasible. This is one of those things where I'm like, that seems feasible. Don't make me wrong. So boom. I'm gonna just put this and use, because this is now empty, I'm gonna just slide this right underneath this tray. And you don't technically need light, but I have empty trays on the other rows. So I'm gonna put this on the row that the light is on for my onions, because it's not going to hurt it. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm excited. It says that this packet sews up to 19 feet. So what's going to end up happening with all these microgreens, which is fine. It's like the day before January. Yeah, New Year's Eve. So I'm going to order today some more seeds that I intend to go ahead and make microgreens so that I can actually plant these stuff out in my garden. And when I say that, probably the bigger pack of some of them, because I can see myself, if this grows like I think it's gonna grow, I can really just see myself doing microgreens often enough, like every 3 to 6 weeks, growing a new batch of microgreens. And I'm here for it. I'm down for that. Because if the fastest crop is about 4 to 6 weeks, right, which is radishes, most things are going to take you about 3 months, and you can harvest twice microgreens. And this is me talking about like full-on harvest. So you're full-on trays. And if you're very awesome, which I know you are, and I'm going to do it myself, I mean, you start one batch, right? And then you go ahead, and then a week later, you do a second batch of the same amount. So then you have 2 separate weeks within that time to be able to harvest. Do you get what I'm saying? Succession planting. Or succession seeding, whatever you want to call it, right? This way, in a month, right? If you start this and then you start your harvest at the end of January, then you're harvesting into February, but you're able to replant the first 2 so that you're only maybe have a week of not having microgreens, and then you're back to having microgreens. So if you really want to settle and make sure you have every week have some type of microgreens and have a reasonable amount, like this is gonna be a reasonable amount to top a good amount of things with throughout the entire week. Then you would do it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? If it's 3 to 4 weeks, I don't know how long this is gonna take. So some people act like it's like a 2-week thing. Some people wait till it's like big. And to me, that both makes sense, right? Because you're gonna get a faster harvest if you harvest it a little smaller, but you'll get a bigger harvest if you let them grow a little more. This way, you can use less of the actual chunks or the same amount and get even more nutrition. So anyway, there goes my beets. Slide this under so I don't forget. And then I don't want to put my purple sprouting broccoli in this because I feel like that's a waste. So what I'm going to go in with this Sun King hybrid broccoli and the broccoli Waltham broccoli. I don't have a problem with burpee or fairy morse, but if I had to plant certain things out into my garden versus others, I'm going to use these for my microgreens first and then save like my Renee's garden and M.I. Gardner and Baker Creek seeds for my actual garden. You know what I mean? So I'm about to just go willy-nilly with this because these seeds is way too small for me to even waste my time trying to take them out. Ooh. And you're supposed to seed this. I'm over here like, space them out. No, seed them close. Am I not seeding them close enough? I feel like there's hella seeds in here. Why did I open my mouth? I was so close. It's fine. I think I'm going to try to go back and put a little more as well. So finish it up and then go back. Oh, no, there's a good amount here. So let's see. No, I like the top better. The type of heaviness, okay, I think that's funny. I seeded that heavy. Now, they are saying you can start broccoli indoors. You are harvesting the broccoli. Broccoli is just unopened flower heads. I don't know why I was so shook when I first heard that, because it makes perfect sense. When you look at those little trees, they do in fact look like a bouquet. Just an unripe bouquet, which is exactly what a broccoli is, which is amazing to me. So I'm gonna save some of these now. And these do say you can start them 2 months before planting outdoors. So before your first frost, I'm gonna assume. And I have some more left, so hopefully these sprout well. 10 to 21 days for them to emerge. Sir, ma'am, person. 21 days. So I'm glad I planted those beets. Hopefully they won't take as long. So I'm just going to plant the plant. I'm going to put the empty one underneath it, and that's all, just so I know it's broccoli. I don't really think it matters if I know the exact variety, but I'll be able to look back at this video. So I'm just gonna just sprinkle very little soil on the top. It's because it didn't say anything about the broccoli needing light or anything to germinate, because I know that there are some seeds you just surface sow, but they are small. So the general rule of thumb I heard is you want to sow up, plant something at the double the depth or the size of the actual seed, and those seeds were very minuscule, so I don't think I have to do too much. Okay. 5, 4, 5. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna put these on that tray, the shelf that I told you guys about. They don't look anything different. I don't know what I'm about to show you to you, but these are my first 2 trays of microgreens. Fingers crossed, we get some good stuff. I might even sow some more of microgreens in a week's time. So whether or not these sprout or not, there's a second batch anyway. Thank you so much for watching this whole video. We're just gonna go through gardening together. I do think a lot more people should garden, but I also think there's a lot more people gardening than we think. So that's fire. We can muddle through it together. If you know what you're doing, or you have a little more experience or a lot of more experience than I have, love that. Let's do it together. And yeah, welcome to the 2025 growing season. Bye bye.